Good evening everybody and welcome to the Havelock Park for the 11th Battle of the Goals Rugby encounter today. And this game is played between Senanayake College and Mahanama College for the 11th consecutive time. Senanayake has won this encounter 7 times and Mahanama College has got the better out of Senanayake only 3 times. So DS go in as favourites for this game. And this is the first time this game is played under lights here at Havelock Park. You can see the all boys game going on, and at 6:30 this game will kick off. And looking through the two teams, DS played in the cup segment and went down to the plate, but somehow they finished 4th in the plate segment, so they have qualified for the cup segment in 2018. In the other hand, Mahanama just got 3 victories in the plate segment, so they will stay in the plate for the next year. So it's expected to be an exciting game at Havelock Park. The Senanayake will be led by the 5th-year player Gavin Pereira, who was part of the Senanayake team for 4 victories in this Battle of the Goals Rugby. Mahanama is led by Madhava Silva, an up and coming good rugby player who will look forward for big things in the coming seasons. And so we'll take a short commercial break and we'll join you with the team sheets.
Second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 PM on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
The breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan rugby.
It doesn't matter what you think. The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
follow Sri Lankan sports, obviously, even while you're traveling. How do you do that?
Well, I follow. I always keep an eye on the cricket. I know the match is starting in a few more minutes. And the internet is a great way to do it. And, initiatives like ThePapare.com, and it gives us so much information, excellent access, excellent insights. And I've noticed now that, I played the game. There are a huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than, we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to, reading about the game and understanding. So I think the ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So, congratulations and well done to the ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world to have a deep insight, an intricate look into sports, and also follow live scores, results, and news, that's an ideal way.
Well, you're at the right place, sharing the passion here with Kumar Sangakkara. Kumar, thanks very much for joining us here. The Recap, your daily sports updates. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහර ලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කා. අපි දන්නේ නැහැ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන් පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින්. රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
What you think? The first rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
So welcome back to Havelock Park for the 11th Battle of the Goals rugby encounter between the Senanayake and Mahanama. Played under lights today. It's a big occasion for the Senanayake College as they celebrate 50 years for their school and 45 years for rugby. So exciting game in prospect. So a very exciting week of rugby today. St. Joseph's getting the better out of Wesley College in the fourth quarter final of the President's Trophy. Tomorrow, Trinity will go on with St. Peter's College. That's at Sugatadasa Stadium. And that will be telecasted live at www.ThePapare.com, MyTV and Dialogue Television. And tomorrow, the Interclub Sevens will also be played at Racecourse. This year, Candy Sports Cup not entering the competition. So the Colombo clubs will fight out for the championship. Western Province Interclub tournament was also worked out 2 weeks ago, where Navy won the cup. And yeah, CRNFC became runners-up. So the tally stands at 7-3 in favor of DS Senanayake College. And you can see the teams coming for the lineup, official lineup. This event is taken in a big manner. So nice crowd today, Friday evening. People coming after work. So they are here for an exciting game between these two teams who are up and coming two teams. So we'll come back with the team sheets for the final time. So we'll take a short commercial break.
The Mahanama flag was hoisted by the principal of Mahanama College, Mr. L.M.T. Dharmasena, and now the Mahanama school song. The Senanayake flag was hoisted by Commander of the Navy Vice Admiral Ravindra C. Vijayaratna, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the Senanayake College song. now the chief guest, guest of honor with the principals and the presidents
So here we are
of
back
UOB and,
after the two school songs, and the introduction to the dignitaries will be done. Kickoff will start. It's crowd coming in after work, and it's a very good ground conditions today. Rain has kept away, so a speed game and rugby. So we'll go through the DS Senanayake team. The skipper Gavin Pereira will be a very important player in their squad, as he will start as second row. And let's go through the DS Senanayake team. Siddiq, Ranga, Madhushankar will form the front row with Gavin Pereira, Visuru Ratnayaka, and the deputy skipper Samara Vikrama and Siddiq. Number 8, Hema Siri will be the number 8, and number scrum position will be played by Dilanga. And the pivotal role of fly half is done by Shima, Udavatta, Vijay Surya, Pathirana, Fernando, and Basnayaka will be their 15. And for the Mahanama, Irukwardana, Dasanayaka, Gunawardane will be the front row with Pereira, Kalanka, Fonseca, Madhuranga, and Piris. Dabare and Madhushanka will be 9 and 10 combination with Viduranga Divishan, TD Silva, Heshan, and Mudita Silva. The skipper will be at full back. And going through the replacements for the Senanayake College, Piris Kumar Javira, Sinturajan, Sagado, Veruranga, Kalubovila, Vijay Sundara, Kushan, and Isoiza. And for Mahanama, it's Hevage Fernando, Kalijit, Vijayanayaka, Kulasurya, Kavinda, DS Piris, Pumal, Heshan, and WS Savinda will be the replacement. So all set for a fascinating game of rugby. And here with me in the commentary box, Hisham Hamid. Good evening.
Good evening, Nilan. Lovely atmosphere between the two teams. Crowd packed. It's their traditional encounter, so no wonder. DS Senanayake will start this game as clear-cut favourites, simply by the fact they are playing in the A division. They've got a heavier set of forwards, experienced set of players, but Mahanama surely will come into this game with a lot of confidence, hoping to upset the apple cart.
And this is the 11th time that these two teams going on. So DS lead the tally 7 games to 3, and they are firm favourites for the victory today also.
Yes, and just digged into some history, and I've been told DS Senanayake have been winning this encounter for the past 7 years. Mahanama has won this encounter for the first 3 years, and from there onwards it has all been DS Senanayake. And Gavin Pereira, the DS Senanayake skipper, has played in DS Senanayake colours and won this encounter 4 times. So he'll be hoping to lead his team to victory for the 5th time under his leadership.
And for the Mahanama side, the experience will be lacking because they'll be playing on the B division, and they will with this experienced DS lineup with 50-year colorsmen playing with Gavin and Samara Vikrama. The pack looks better than, and the size and the physicality of the both teams, DS as the upper end.
True too, Nilan, because DS Senanayake have managed to trouble even the A division opposition. I remember I've seen them play quite a few times, and particularly in the encounter against Isipatana College. They gave the Isipatana forward pack a torrid time. If they can keep things close, if they can keep things tight, the Mahanama College will have a lot of trouble trying to halt the DS Senanayake charge. But at the same time, I've seen DS Senanayake are not that good in their three-quarter defense. I've seen teams even like Royal rip their defense apart. So Mahanama are traditionally known to play a fast open game. So if they can execute this, they likewise can create some problems for DS Senanayake as well.
Yeah, true enough, Hisham. And this is going to be a pack versus line game, and DS for Mahanama, it's Shankar will kick off the proceedings for the game, the big match. And all set, the PapAre band's going and the lights on. And the referee says go on, and Dushankar with the kickoff.
Here we go. Cleanly collected by the DS player. Breaks the first tackle, brought down by the Mahanama defense. But right up, the referee call says penalty to Mahanama. Not supporting the body weight, he says. And Mahanama, well, sensible enough, will have a go at the post early on.
Yes, and Senanayake conceding a penalty straight away with the kickoff. So, golden opportunity to get 3 points for Madhushankar for Mahanama College.
Well, this will test his kicking skills early on. It's not the easiest of kicks because of the angle.
Yeah, with the angle about 38, 37 meters. So test his kicking skills. In a big game, under pressure, early morning, 3 points very important.
Dushankar lining up his kick. Has the distance but doesn't have the direction. And Senanayake will try to run it from their own try line. Now they'll try to clear their lines. A good kick to get out of jail early on. So that will be a confidence booster for Senanayake.
Yes, Mahanama, the kick went, didn't have the distance also, Hisham, that DS collected and ran. And now, very important line out in this game. The first line out, and Mahanama should secure the ball and use it, because the DS pack is very crucial in this game.
Agree, Nilam. If Mahanama are to set a foot in this game, they'll really need to get their set pieces right, which they don't. And Senanayake get the first line out. They decided to run it from their own territory. Mahanama missing their tackles. And Senanayake win 3/4 with some space. But brought down by the oncoming Mahanama defense. Ball sent out wide once again. The forwards, they're rumbling up through the middle. Offside advantage for DS early on. Here's the skipper, Gavin Pereira. Lovely offload to number 6. Lovely support play here by DS. They're making heavy inroads into Mahanama territory. Referee still playing advantage. Big hit. But still Mahanama with possession. The scrum half puts a chip in. But I think referee will come back for the advantage. Yes, he does.
A good support play by DS, with the skipper going in for a big hit, and Samara Vikrama taking the ball in, and penalty for DS. I think they will go for the corner with their rolling maul and with the heavy forwards. So good option to go for the touch.
Mahanama, the coaching staff will be concerned, because that was just way too easy. The way Senanayake just ran out of their territory. Senanayake were missing the first time tackles, and to make things worse, they were offside when defending that attack. Ball is put into touch. So Mahanama, usually I don't think there'll be any guesses here. They'll try their rolling maul. They'll rumble their way forward here.
Yeah, that's their biggest key attacking move, because they were pretty good with the big sides with the rolling maul. Here we go, the same thing happening.
Mahanama don't contest. There's no coordination, so Senanayake break right through.
Pereira going in with the ball. Pick and go by Senanayake College. And referee says hands in the ruck. So penalty for DS. Quick tap taken and gone. And they score. DS Senanayake scores the first try. That's their number 8.
Hemasiri.
Intentions clear. They get a penalty. Go. Get a quick tap. Not going for the 3 points and scoring. So early points for DS Senanayake. Very important in this game. And the conversion to come by Dilanga.
All that pressure came off that line out which was lost. So Mahanama, if they didn't know it earlier, well, they do now. They got to get their set pieces right. As we see the DS player lining up his kick. HD Hemasri trying to convert his own try. That's a lovely kick, curves in, and yes, it's good.
Try has been converted, so Senanayake lead 7-0.
So 7 points to nil. Senanayake getting early lead. So Mahanama needs to come back strong because this Senanayake forwards will come back hard against this Mahanama defense. So Madhushanka kicks the game off.
That wasn't the best of kicks by the DS player, but anyway, they clear their lines. And surely they'll be trying to win this line out as well. Encouraged by the first mistake Mahanama did.
Mahanama lost the first line out, so that costly mistake. DS got the advantage of that, so now Mahanama needs to secure the ball from this line out.
And yes, they steal it once again. They send it out wide. Mahanama defense trying to rush things. Close down well. DS Senanayake, they're lining up. They want to run from their own territory. Here's their skipper, Gavin Pereira. Bumps off the man. Still going.
And Ilanga passes it to Shimran. The Mahanama player tries for an interception, but DS getting their phrase right now. Big hit there by number 7. A bad pass by Dilanga there to Shimran there. Stand off now here. DS Senanayake running from their own 22.
Coming in from the side, says the referee. So Mahanama with another penalty. That wasn't taken anywhere close to the mark. So they've got to come back.
So what will be their options? They lost 2 lineouts, so they go for the 3 points. This is a slightly easy kick for Madhushanka. They need these 3 points to close the gap to 4 points. So games happening around Wesley College has been beaten by St. Joseph's, and tomorrow St. Peter's will face Trinity. And on Sunday, Sipatana will play against St. Anthony's. And that's the 2 knockout quarterfinals coming up tomorrow. The day after, that will be live from www.ThePapare.com, Dialogue Television Channel 1 and MyTV. And Madhushanka with his kick.
Kick is good. So Mahanama College just reducing the deficit early on. The Senanayake lead 7 points to 3. Once again, that was a good kick. Shankar missed his first, but got his angle right in the second attempt. I think that was about DS Senanayake playing too much rugby inside their own half. I think sometimes you just got to do the basics, clear your lines, and then try to attack from there. DS Senanayake just trying too much, a little too much inside their own half and paying the price. But still there on the front foot. The restart. Collected well by the Mahanama player. Regained position. Mahanama College trying to use their big prop forward there to suck in the defense. Surely they'll clear their lines. Ball comes out. Madhushankar wants it in. Right in front of the DS player who doesn't judge that well. But their fullback decides to run once again. He's been full of running early on, but been brought down by the Mahanama defense. That's advantage coming in from the side. A little bit of fumbling, jumping of the ball, but referee will come back for the initial advantage once again.
Yeah, that was unintentional by the Mahanama scrum off, so DS get a penalty and they go to the kick it touch and use their weapon, the rolling maul.
Well, DS Senanayake's advantages are quite clear. They want to play a fast, open game. Try to commit Mahanama into making mistakes. But they've got to make sure their plan works out if they are to execute that game plan, because they've got to make sure those passes stick to their hands. The passes find their man. Well, anyway, DS Senanayake into Mahanama, inside the Mahanama, just outside the Mahanama 22.
Siddiq with the throw in to this line out, just outside the Mahanama 22. Intentions clear. And
well, to begin with, that throw wasn't straight. The referee brings play back, so Mahanama get away with it once again. So it's quite clear now. DS Senanayake using their forwards, want to kick it to touch, execute that rolling maul. But so far, Mahanama College has come away with it.
I've seen 3 times DS going for the rolling maul, but Mahanama not contesting the rolling maul. So referees will have a big decision to make, whether they have gone to the line out. And the first scrum of the game with Mahanama. See it now.
Ball is turned over. Gavin Pereira once again. That's brilliantly done by the Mahanama player. Tackled well, but referee says the ruck was formed. So penalty once again to Mahanama, and surely they will just kick it to touch. Yes, that's what they do. In fact, they just make a mockery of it. That's just poor play by DS Senanayake. All the opportunities within them. They're just throwing away those chances.
Play, boy.
Players trying to get a bit overexcited there. Madhushankar trying to get the ball and run from his own inside the 22. Referee had already called play back. So Mahanama will get the restart. In fact, the dropout. So just under 15 minutes played, and DS Senanayake College lead their traditional rugby encounter between Mahanama and DS. 7 points to 3. It's a lovely chase by the Mahanama player. but just couldn't get hold of possession. Referee signal it was a knock forward initially, so he calls it back. Yes. So play has been dominated by a lot of starts and stops here, Nilan.
Yeah, lots of starts and stops with a few knock-ons, and DS still not settled in. They are looking to go with the game in a faster pace, but they should take it slowly, because they are dominating the scrums, lineouts, and open play too. So Mahanama will always try to counter-attack them. So DS need to play the game at their own pace.
Yeah, I agree with you. Senanayake just trying to rush things, not getting their basics right. The number 8 tries to break, but the Mahanama defense is all over him. But Senanayake, the support arrives and they push their way through. Ball is sent out wide. Lovely inside ball, but the Mahanama defense is alert for it. But still, Senanayake send it out wide. It's their number 2. They've got man on the outside, but it wasn't the best of passes to begin with, but still the player should have hung on to that ball. And once again, Senanayake just throw away another opportunity.
Yeah, and that was their prop forward collecting the ball with the corner line. So Senanayake, another golden opportunity missed. And a player down for Mahanama.
Play has been stopped. Mahanama player probably took a big hit there. So far the game has been dominated by DS in terms of attack, but play has been very scrappy. Senanayake have had many opportunities to get some more than the points they have, but they've just not called for the right option at the right time. Seems that player is suffering from a knock to the head. That's not nice to see.
Yeah. So work out with fit.ak. Join the fitness revolution on papare.com. Here's workout right with fit.ak, where Isuru and Natasha will guide you through the right forms and techniques in workouts. You can share your fitness transformations with our official hashtag StayFitNation. So Mahanama player, think still not good. I think he will be replaced. That's a head injury, and he's been taken out. So Mahanama play with 14 until a replacement is made.
Well, he was adamant he wanted to play, but you can see out of your screen he's not doing that well. He looks dazed. He just went to ground easily as soon as he was taken out of field. So coming back to play, Mahanama College with the feed in. Would want to get out of jail. So far, they've managed to just come away with it against this DS onslaught.
Mahanama with the put in, and this time they secure the ball with the big number 8 coming out. So Mahanama should clear their lines. Madhushankar, the big kick, but that's been knocked back. And here we go, DS attacking, fast rugby. Spreading it out to
have the men outside. They just need to make the right passes. Their center makes a break. Looks he has the speed. Still going. The DS player just bought inches ahead of the try line. Senanayake still retain possession. They got men on the blind side. This could be an easy try. And yes, they score.
And that's the fly of Mohammad Shimar scoring for DS Senanayake. It was a superb run by their center Pati runner there, going through about 35 meters without being tackled. So DS scores their second try. Mohammad Shimar scoring.
Well, for once, the DS passes found their man and they managed to handle that pass without dropping it. And they scored the try. So DS Senanayake in the lead, 12 points to 3 with the conversion to come. That's their number 8 who is taking the kicking duties. I think he's been doing the kicking duties throughout the season. Madhushankar.
That was Hemasiri, the number 8. Very rare to see a number 8 taking the kicks in school rugby. And that goes wide and does not have the legs too. So 12 points to 3 in favor of DS Senanayake College.
Mahanama College taking their time to come up to the halfway line to get things underway. And judging by how things have gone so far, I think Mahanama will just need to play a territorial game and make sure they get their set pieces right. They seem to have a good set of backs who have the ability to run. It's just that they have got that possession enough to execute their ploys. Collected by the DS fullback, thumbs it down. Charges in to make the tackle, but the Mahanama player, big prop forward, managed to stay on his feet. Ball is sent out wide to Madhushankar. Long cutout pass. Dropped.
And that was
forward.
The skipper. Silva roughing the ball.
DS now, once again through Gavin Pereira, barging their way through forward. Mahanama, you can see, just trying their best to rush things and do well this time, but DS Senanayake managed the offload. And here is Hemasiri. Pumps off the first tackle. Still going, but brought down eventually. Sets it up well. Mahanama clearly offside. They're not making their tackles. DS making heavy roads. This is not good news for Mahanama College. Once again, the ball sent out wide to Hemasiri. He seems to be their go-to man here. But the ball is dropped, but referee will come back to the advantage he was playing early on. But I think now the referee will surely talk to the Mahanama players, because they're clearly playing their game and they're not adhering to what he said before. This is not the first time they've been penalized for offside. Referee has a word with the skipper. I think the next time, if their players commit that mistake, they will be shown the door to the sin bin. As Hemasiri puts this into touch.
This time his kick goes to touch, and Mahanama 3 times, I think, Himsham found out offside, and next time, as you said, there'll be a yellow card for them. So going down one man against this heavy DS forwards, that's not a good side for Mahanama. So they have to keep their discipline and play, and DS going with 4 men for this line out. That's because the ball.
Mahanama do decide to contest the line out. Referee says it was a knock on by the Mahanama player. So DS Senanayake still going inches away from the try line. Few more phases through their forwards, they can get this through, but they don't progress, so referee will come back to the advantage. Taken quickly. Surely there'll be advantage again because Mahanama College did not fall back the 10-meter mark.
Mercy
almost there. Is that a try awarded?
Yeah, it's been scored. So DS scores the third try of the game. That's their number 8. Hemasiri again scoring a try. So this bloke is a very good bloke. Number 8 and taking the kicks too for DS Senanayake. The score moves on to 17 points to 3.
Well, I've seen him play quite a few times and he's been quite a utility player. Like I mentioned before, he's been taking the kicks even during the league. And he's shown great mobility. He's good in his support play. And with those strapping on his thighs, I assume he's part of the line-out drill as well. So he'll be taking a few line-out catches. But this time misses the conversion.
Yeah, an all-round player. Plays with the line, number 8. Jumping off line-outs. Good prospect for the Senanayake.
And if I'm not mistaken, he can play for another 2 or 3 years more.
Yes, he has another 4 years. So very good prospect for Sri Lanka Rugby too. A utility player like that, playing with the forwards, backs, taking kicks. So just 24 minutes gone and 17 points to 3. So this game is the position 2 heavily dominated by DS Senanayake College. So Mahanama needs to come back with some questions for the DS players. Here we go, Manshankar. A long kick. Again, DS Senanayake opting to run from their own 22. Last time they opted to run, they conceded a penalty. And here we go, Gavin Pereira going forward. Spreading it to Shimar. Now to their center. Dilanga to Shimar. DS Senanayake having options in the right hand, but going to the blind with the big props. And here we go. That's Hemasiri. The ball is out. Says referee, play on. That's so superb space and speed there by the DS player there. So DS needs quick ball because his Mahanama defense is struggling to keep up with the pace. A good offload there. And the try is awarded. And he has scored in the 4th try of this game. That's Vijay Siri scoring the 4th try. Good offload there by Pathirana to Vijay Siri, and Vijay Siri picking the ball and scoring the try for DS Senanayake College. So game is slowly heading to DS side, and Mahanama needs to come back soon if they want to stay in this game.
Well, I think DS has been attacking through their 3 quarters, through on that far right side. They're finding a lot of space as well. They found the Mahanama defense wanting more than one occasion, and this time Mahanama players were looking dejected. They were waiting for the referee.
Yeah, Mahanama defenders are waiting till the referee calls that the player was bundled out to touch, but that was Pathirana who offloaded just before going on to touch. So here we go, Hemasiri with the conversion, but that doesn't have the distance. So the score remains at 22 points to 3 in favor of DS Senanayake College.
So Mahanama College just haven't got things going.
So the scoreline is
soon as they kick off, DS Senanayake doing well to come out of their territory. They're running with the ball, and that's causing a lot of problems for Mahanama to defend with. The game already now with an 18-point lead, 19-point lead in fact for DS. Mahanama just need to first settle into this game. They need to get some territorial advantage. Once again, however, DS Senanayake collect the ball off the kickoff. Gavin Pereira with a big hit, bought first time. The Mahanama player was, yes, exactly, he was not supporting his body weight, so referee rightfully penalizes the Mahanama player.
Yes, Hisham, and Mahanama, I think, still hasn't got any chance of attacking moves in the DS halves, because DS been dominating the position and territory too. So again, DS opting for touch, and they get some valuable yards just near the 40-meter line.
Well, this is the time where their captain needs to step up, lead his troops. They're under the cosh, so they really need to step up. First get their defense sorted and make sure they get those basics right, like the first time tackles, the set pieces, and then they can move forward from there onwards. But at the moment, it's all DS and Senanayake trying to rumble their way through at every given opportunity. As they get the line out right, the ball is sent out wide once again. Gavin Pereira joins the line, tries to bustle his way through, but Mahanama College once again making that tackle. Strong defense by the Mahanama College, but they found room in the blind side.
Yeah, quick ball by Dilanga, and here we go, the skipper going in again. So Mahanama going with options on the left side, going to the blind side. Very bad decision there by their scrum off, so finally they knock on the ball. So opportunity for Mahanama College, and they need to get these set pieces correct because they've been struggling with the set pieces. So very important scrum because so Mahanama with the put in. It's the upgrade for Mahanama. Spreading it to Madhushankar, and Madhushankar's big kick goes up, and now Mahanama with the defenders, but DS has the options, he has the space, and going to pass easy because Mahanama defense coming in now, and DS needs to spread this ball wide. Here we go. That's DS number 6 going in. And powering through the Mahanama defense. And that's been scored. That's the 5th try. And this is an easy game for DS Senanayake as Ratnayake scores. And he was unstoppable there for the Mahanama defense. Pure pace by Uddavatta making the try for DS Senanayake College, and Ratnayake adding the finishing touches. So the score moves on to 27, and this game is heading towards DS. Nemo City with the conversion. So he has got only one kick out of the 4. So let's see how it goes with this kick. That goes away from the upright. So the score remains at 27 points to 3 24-point gap. And we are not yet reached half-time too. So DS dominating this big match, the 11th battle of the goals. And DS Senanayake has won this encounter 7 consecutive times, and I think it's heading towards the 8th time. Red Howlock is just 33 minutes, but the lead is 24, and with this DS pack, putting a good effort, and Mahanama hasn't got any opportunities to score. So Madhushankar restarts the game, and DS opting not to kick and go into contact. And here we go, the big prop Siddiq going in. So Nilanga passing it to Udavatta there. And a penalty to Mahanama as the DS player Udavatta holding on the ball. So surely they should go for the corner and at least have a go at the DS defense, but they opt to go for the 3 points. Just 34 minutes gone and 27 points to 3. And a penalty taken by Madhushankar for Mahanama College. So he needs to put these 3 points and get some momentum for the Mahanama team. So here we go, Madhushankar with his kick. And that's spot on, bisect the uprights perfectly. And that's 3 points for Mahanama College. So their score moves on to 23 points. So, and DS Senanayake collecting the ball and running up and taking in the restart quickly. And putting the ball to touch near the 22-meter line, and they will try to steal this line out. As Mahanama has got only 3 lineouts and DS has stolen 2 of them, so DS will look forward to do the same.
Mahanama College with the throw-in in the line-out. It's a pressure line-out. They got to get this right. Just managed to do it. But good pressure by DS Senanayake College. Mahanama, however, just managed to retain possession. The ball is sent out wide. Madhushankar just managed to get the ball away, but referee comes back for an infringement, I guess, and he's awarded a free kick. I think the DS players left the line out. Quick tap by Madhushankar and kick, but it's straight to Basnayaka. Doesn't manage to collect it cleanly, but was knocked back. So he puts the boot in. Madhushankar, once again, Mahanama collect the ball and they return with interest, but once again it finds the hands of a DS player. That's DS Senanayake, however, retained possession. Both teams fighting aggressively up in the middle. Here's Gavin Pereira, the big loose forward, bumping off tackles, powering, lovely offload to the number 20. Mahanama College not bringing their player down first time. It's been the story of the first half. Ball sent out wide. Senanayake College still with possession, going forward. Mahanama College, some desperate defense. Right through the middle.
Yeah, that was Shimar with going through the middle, but referee will come back for a penalty. I think
referee once again wants to have a word with the Mahanama captain. Calls up the Mahanama scrum half as well.
ThePapare, a sporting platform for the young. You can catch ThePapare from Facebook. ThePapare, the school and students are invited to send in their photos, videos, articles to info@papare.com or call 0377 2265 and 71. And DS just near their try line.
The Senanayake forwards trying to keep it tight, trying to grind their way through. And they're doing it well, but loose hands. Ball is hacked forward. Tussle between the two players, but the Senanayake player looks to be the fast. Oh, that was not the best of kicks, but still the Mahanama College player just couldn't gain possession. That was a comical kick by the DS player. He just wanted to put the ball out of touch, but didn't find proper contact. So Senanayake with a lucky escape there. That would have been a try against the run of play. But Mahanama College once again inside DS territory again.
I think this is the first time they're coming in with an attacking move to the DS territory. Had a nice opportunity to score a very important try, but unfortunately the Mahanama player couldn't gather the ball there. So Mahanama with the putting in this crucial scrum. ThePapare with the putting.
Penalty, says the referee. And Mahanama College, time is almost up on the clock here. So will Senanayake take another shot at goal? Yes, that's what their captain is indicating. So Senanayake College will just try to close down the scoreboard. If they can put this kick through, it will be 27 points to 9 and probably half time as well. It's not the easiest of kicks once again, but Madhushanka has proved he's capable of putting these kicks over.
Madhushanka having 2 successful kicks from 3 opportunities, so Mahanama needs these 3 points to reduce this big gap, which is 21 points. So very important 3 points before the half time.
Kicks look good and is good. So referee blows half time. Senanayake in the lead, 27 points to 9. But Mahanama College the game is not lost for them, thanks to Madhushanka's boot. So half time at Havelocks in the Battle of the Goals, the 11th edition of the big match between Senanayake and Mahanama College. Senanayake leading 27 points to 9.
So the halftime score of this 11th Battle of the Goals at Havelock Park, it's 27 points to 9 in favor of Senanayake. And we'll take a short break and come back with the second half action.
Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan Rugby.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
What's happening here? The chance for
You follow Sri Lankan sports, obviously, even while you're traveling. How do you do that?
Well, I follow. I always keep an eye on the cricket. I know the match is starting in a few more minutes. And the internet is a great way to do it. And, you know, initiatives like ThePapare.com, and it gives us so much information, excellent access, excellent insights. And I've noticed now that, you know, I played the game. There are a huge amount of cricket fans out there. They look at things in so much detail. They demand detail much more than, you know, we have a video analyst for us. Incredible. These guys want even more detail when it comes to, you know, reading about the game and so I think the ThePapare.com provides all of that beautifully. So, you know, congratulations and well done to the ThePapare.com, because for people like me and for millions of other cricket fans around the world to have a deep insight, an intricate look into sports, and also follow live scores, results, and news. That's an ideal way.
Well, you're at the right place, sharing the passion here with Kumar Sangakkara. Kumar, thanks very much for joining us here. The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
සමහර විශ්ලේෂණයන් තියෙනවා ඒවා සමහරලාවට හරියන්නත් පුළුවන් වරදින්නත් පුළුවන් කෝසල.
ක්‍රිකට් කියන්නේ අවිනිශ්චිත ක්‍රීඩාවක් ධනුෂ්කා. අපි දන්නේ මොනවද සිදුවන්නේ කියලා. ගොඩක් දේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පිටියෙන් පිටත. නමුත් සියල්ල සිදුවන්නේ පිටිය තුලදී.
පිටියේ ඈත මෑත කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පිටියේ ඇතුලේ කතා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රිකට් විශ්ලේෂණාත්මකව ඔබට සම කරන්නට අපි සූදානම්ින් ඉන්නවා පිටියේ කතා තුලින්. රැඳෙන්න අපිත් එක්ක ThePapare.com ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රමුඛතම ක්‍රීඩා වෙබ් අඩවිය සමග.
rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
The Breakdown, end-to-end Sri Lankan Rugby.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
What's happening here? The transfer.
Welcome back. You are watching live action from the 11th Battle of the Goals, the DS Mahanama Rugby encounter, and we are back with live action at halftime. Scores stood 27 points to 9. It's a one-sided game, Nilan. DS Senanayake College dominated play all throughout the first half. Will Mahanama stage a fight back in the second half?
To stage a fight back, Mahanama need the ball position. They just kicked the ball away in the first half, so they need to play the game at their own place, not at DS space. So need to go through some attacking moves. They haven't got any opportunity to do that in the first half. The DS defense was spot on.
5 tries coming in for DS Senanayake College as fly half kicks things off. Collected well by DS Senanayake College. They have momentum with their side. Ball comes out. Here comes Gavin Pereira. Pereira goes to ground. Goes to the blind side. He's been taken down by some Mahanama defenders. Trying to break and gains a good number of meters. DS Senanayake College. I think this is what makes the difference. The pack weight between the two teams, Nilhan.
Yeah, the pack weight, and we haven't seen the DS line doing some runs, but here in this game, the big match, they have come up with a good plan too. Now DS players, one of the players knocked down the ball, so opportunity for Mahanama to get out of own half.
If you take a look at the scorecard, 9 points constitute to just 3 penalties. That means they've tried their best to come towards the try scoring area, but they've always been denied. I think cardinal errors and some good defense made the trick for DS.
Yeah, and DS, one of the penalties were awarded to DS because they didn't move out of their 22. They didn't kick the ball, so they went into the contact, and the player couldn't release the ball, so the referee awarded a penalty. Other than that, DS defense has been spot on in this game.
Quick balls by Dabare. Dabare gives it to his fly half. Fly half tries to put the kick out. And the sweeper player makes a fumble of that ball. Referee lets it go. Or in fact, he spotted it and will bring play to a halt. So ball knocked forward. DS once again committing that cardinal error. So Mahanama gets a scrum in the attacking 50 meter, beyond the attacking 50 meter line. So advantage for Mahanama?
Yeah, Mahanama, the second half, the first 2 minutes, they have performed really well in this first 2 minutes. They have a plan, I think, and they need to go through it accordingly. So now the second scrum of the second half of Mahanama with Dabare with the put-in. So they need to find some attacking moves and break this DS defense, Inshaf.
Exactly, Mahanama needs quick ball here. Dabare once again with the feed. Ball comes out once again. And this time it's DS Senanayake. It's a foot race to the ball. Will DS Senanayake fall through? And it's been pushed backwards. And that will be most likely a 5 meter.
Yeah, 5 meter scrum for DS Senanayake.
At one point it looked dangerous as the DS player was charging through, but it was the skipper for Mahanama who had that wisdom to send the ball forward so that it will run out. So DS once again
going forward, yeah, getting from no opportunity of where Mahanama was an attacking move and to get a scrum within the 5 meters. That's a superb comeback by the DS.
I think DS have been pondering on those petty mistakes that Mahanama had been committing all throughout the game, if I'm not wrong, because they've capitalized and scored through those mistakes, those knock-ons, those free balls and those forward passes, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, spot on, Inshaf. That has been the game in this 44 minutes. Mahanama losing position with knock-ons and loose passes. So a good opportunity for DS Senanayake to score their 6th try here. With the heavier pack, they will try to push this scrum towards a try.
Speaking of the encounter, this is the 11th edition of the Battle of the Blues. 10 editions, Battle of the Goals, in fact, and there have been 10 matches played earlier, and 7 have been in favor of DS Senanayake, while Mahanama have only won the first 3 encounters. That shows the amount of capacity that DS Senanayake Rugby has shown over Mahanama.
Yeah, to win 7 games in a row, 7 years, I think Mahanama needs to go through, because I know Mahanama has lots of players to other schools, so they have been getting this side. It is an improved side, but DS here too strong for them. So here we go, DS with the feed in, just near their try line. So
steady scrum, Diranga sends the ball in. Mahandi is using their 3/4 center, tries to break through. He's been taken down by the Mahanama defenders. Now they need quick ball. They need to recycle this ball soon. Here comes Pereira. Pereira barges in into Mahanama traffic. Ball still with DS Senanayake College. Using the width of the field. That's a good tackle there by Mahanama.
Passing it to a big parky prop of DS. I think it was Siddiq there. Building a few phrases with now the skipper going in there.
DS need to recycle that ball very quick. They need to attack on that weaknesses in that Mahanama defense. They have the heavier forwards. They can use it very well, but it looks like they are taking their own cool time. And now comes the forward charge. Inches closer to the try line.
Pereira going in with the ball. Few pick and goes here for DS Senanayake, and finally it's been scored. And that was Hema City scoring the hat-trick try. That's 3 tries, and this player takes their place kicking too, so very important, good prospect for DS Senanayake.
I think it's you don't see a forward player. In fact, loose head taking a loose forward taking those kicks in a normal A division game. Hisham, what do you think of this lad, Hemasiri? He scored 3 tries already, and he's already. I think he would have kicked a few more conversions during the game.
Well, I think needless to say, I have to admit, he's also raised a few eyebrows from other schools as well. And like Milan mentioned earlier, he can play another. He has quite a few years in him, and he's been outstanding. I watched him play during the league as well. He takes the kicks, and yes, it's his hat trick. So he's worked hard for the 3 tries as well. So good prospect for DS Senanayake.
So the conversion is true. So Hemasiri gets a try and he converts it. So DS go up once again. So this is going to be the outcome of this match has been settled. It looks like DS Senanayake are going to walk away with this 11th title. Do you see any possibility of Mahanama fighting back in this next 35 minutes of play?
I don't see how Mahanama College can come up with a comeback, because from the onset DS Senanayake they've been attacking, and mind you, the score would have been much a bigger margin had DS Senanayake finished up those moves early on in the first half. There were quite a few occasions where they had Mahanama under the cosh but just couldn't finish up those moves.
As you can see, once again DS Senanayake's forwards dominating the Mahanama players, but it looks like an interception. A turnover, in fact, and then now Mahanama has momentum by their side.
Mahanama player just throwing the ball, hoping someone would come and collect it.
Bundling the touch. I think if you notice, all what Mahanama's attacked, they've always lacked support and momentum. They've gone on to their attack in 22-meter line, but they've always failed to capitalize those attacks into points.
If you can see, I think Mahanama has quite a few big lads themselves, but they've just not been able to recover or answer the attack by DS Senanayake. DS Senanayake, out of the 2 teams, are clearly playing to a set pattern, and they are making inroads through the Mahanama defense.
That was Gavin Pereira, the skipper, barging in through the Mahanama traffic. And here comes ball to the wing 3 quarters.
I think that was fullback Basnayake. He's been full of running throughout this game as well. He's been the live wire, kicking those, collecting those kicks by the Mahanama players and bringing play into DS Mahanama territory.
He had numbers on his outside. He could have sent the ball out the center for DS Senanayake. That was Vijay Siri.
Mahanama trying their best to defend this, but referee will bring play back.
If you notice, Hisham, I think DS Senanayake are using those heavy attack advantage, as you can see on this set move.
DS Senanayake players rumbling their way forward, but unfortunately it's a knock forward. So that brings an abrupt end to that move. Mahanama just managed to recover. You can see the body language of the Mahanama players. They're just tired. They've been tackling all day, and it's got to take a toll on your body.
I think Dissanayake, the player who mastered that interception, was very clever, because if you've seen DS play all throughout the game, all that they've done is they've sent the ball to their skipper Gavin Pereira. They made him go forward and then recycle the ball back to their 3 quarters. So Dissanayake was very clever, in fact, judging that ball and tried to go on his interception, but unfortunately he could not go forward because he had a few players on his stride. Just a quick reminder on Football 360, all you need to know: results, fixtures, news, as Football 360 reviews the week's local and international football exclusively on www.thepapare.com. Moving on to more rugby news, Hisham, we've got two exciting quarterfinals coming up over the weekend at Sukadasa.
Yes, I mean both games are going to be a blockbuster encounters. It's not going to be easy for any of the teams. Trinity College will be coming to Colombo hoping to get vengeance of their league defeat against St. Peter's, but mind you, I've heard many stories saying that St. Peter's had a lucky win at Bambalapitiya, but it was not the case. St. Peter's worked hard for that, and even they can do the same tomorrow because they've got Theekshana Disanayaka. Mind you, that win against Trinity was St. Peter's didn't have quite a few players in their ranks, but they'll be back to their full strength. So they'll be hoping to prove a point that their win against Trinity was just not a flash in the pan. And likewise, Isipatana College will take on St. Anthony's, the defending champions, and same goes to Isipatana. St. Anthony's, they have got a good side, but unfortunately things just didn't work out for them. Things didn't work out well for St. Anthony's, but Isipatana College have been learned, having a few injury concerns as well. So St. Anthony's College, with the players, with the capability they have, all they need is confidence and a proper game plan. They can come up on top against Isipatana. So you never know, it's a knockout tournament. A win is a win. 1 point or 5 points, it doesn't matter. So all to play for all the teams tomorrow, toward the weekend. As you see, Mahanama College running from their own 22.
It's a foot race. I don't think the Mahanama player will be getting there on time, as referee signals the ball being knocked on. So once again, Mahanama will get another scrum at the 50-meter line. So getting another opportunity by opportunity coming for Mahanama, but just to see they've not utilized those opportunities to their ultimate potential. Nilhan, speaking of the encounters, you remember the St. Peter's Trinity encounter back at the Schools Rugby League, but that often is added as an encounter where St. Trinity College were not the best team on the park, but St. Peter's College showcased a better display over Trinity College. So your thoughts on this encounter tomorrow?
Yeah, it's a knockout game, so St. Peter's has been having an inconsistent league this year. They had a side which would have won because they beat Isipatana and Trinity. So St. Peter's has a good chance tomorrow, but Trinity will come back strong because they know they are coming from a defeat at Bradby, so they will want revenge of that Bambalapitiya defeat, because I think that cost them the league. So lots to play on tomorrow. Very exciting and important game for both teams. So St. Peter's will try to do the same as what they did in Bambalapitiya. So Mahanama with the feed for the scrum. Referee says it was knocked back. So Mahanama going back with position. So DS on the spot with defense. Mahanama.
Ball is sent out wide. Mahanama players trying to power their way through, and the DS defense having none of it. Dabre sends it out wide to Madhushankar. Puts a kick in, but right to the hands of the DS player. Madhushankar follows his kick. Ball is sent out wide immediately, and DS have the numbers outside.
So Nilaga passing it to his fly-off, and this is the big man, Hemasiri, a very good utility player for DS Senanayake. So here we go, a small dummy from the scrum of Nilanga there. And the big skipper Gavin Pereira going in. The ball is out. Nilanga looking for options in the blind side with their three quarters. Now the
Mahanama
first time in the game, Mahanama with good defense in Sham.
Well, they're doing the initial part right. They're charging in, and this time without getting penalized. They're doing it well, but they're just not making that tackle. And from there onwards, DS Senanayake, they're managing to getting the ball out wide, and again through, as we see Gavin Pereira barging his way through. Takes a couple of defenders to stop this big lad. Ball is sent out wide. Once again, the tackle is missed. Mahanama College players on side. Neat kick, followed up well by the DS Senanayake players, but the Mahanama player will call for the mark, and sensibly so. And that's quick thinking there. Quick tap taken, puts the boot in, but just doesn't make the right contact. But referee will play advantage because he was held once he made the kick.
So Mahanama looking to kick the ball to touch. The skipper took that mark call and took the quick tap and ran some good yards. So, but the kick didn't have some distance there. The lineouts, Mahanama has had 4 lineout opportunities, but they could only win 1 line out of those 3. So 3 has been stolen by DS. So the set pieces have been purely dominated by DS. So Mahanama needs to get at least this attacking opportunity and score a try in this 11th edition of the Battle of the Goals.
But I think they're out of the game. The game is lost for them, but a try can boost their hopes, bring some respectability on the scoreboard. They have to get their line out first. They do get it right. Lovely move, set piece move. Retain possession. The forwards try to keep things tight. Inch by inch, they try to. Zabre sends the ball out wide.
A cross kick coming from Mahanama. Was it the right thing to do, Hisham, at this point? They have not scored a single try, but they could have held on to that position a bit more.
Exactly, and that has been the story throughout their game. They've not had that much possession for their liking. And when they do, they've just squandered their opportunities which came their way.
Once again, opportunity gone begging for Mahanama as that ball is thrown in the touch. There'll be a line out in favor of DS Senanayake. Speaking of DS, Hisham, they've been that late addition to this A division, but I think that experience in this top division rugby has proved them to their advantage.
I think, yes, I agree with you, because I think they've progressed well as a team match by match. And even against Royal, they knew their forte was against their forwards, but against Royal, I think they played well. Even against Isipatana, they put up a tremendous display. And during those initial stages of the league, it was their defense between their backs which didn't live up to the standards of the A division, which let them down. But as the season progressed and as they went down to the B division or the plate segment, they've improved, and that experience is shown here.
Exactly, I think they were cynical. They've made cynical errors, but then they've recovered strongly. And it was a good game against Kingswood in the final plate deciding fixture that made them sit at 4th place and secure themselves towards the A division next season. As well, as you can see, this ball is worked forward by the DS wing 3 quarters. Scrum half sends ball out wide to Gavin Pereira.
DS Senanayake slowly rumbling that ball way forward. Try now will just surely put this game to bed. Almost there, close to the try line.
The Mahanama forwards have been tired, and they look very lethargic because they've been defending all day, and looks like a try is on the way. And yes, it does. Try time for DS Senanayake College. That is number 6. That is number 6 for DS Senanayake College. Inura Samaravikrama scored in that important try. I think Inura Samaravikrama was DS's key player over the last whole season. Although they lost a few matches in the A division, Inura Samaravikrama was the player. I think he was the standout player even in the plate division that made DS Senanayake come through towards the A division next year as well. So try time for DS Senanayake College, and looks like this game is almost over.
Surely now Mahanama out of the game. Now it's all about damage limitation. It's all about pride on that jersey. They can't let the scoreline be embarrassing. They got to restore some pride on that jersey. So all to play for Mahanama. They have nothing to lose. The game is seemingly out of their hands. While DS Senanayake will just try to pile on more misery on Mahanama College likewise.
39 points with that conversion drifting away to the left. It looks like I think Mahanama College still have something to play for. I think they've got many fans here at Havelock Park who've been waiting all throughout this game. It's been more than 60 minutes on the clock, so they should try their luck in getting a try for the fans who've been supporting them all throughout this game.
Well, since you mentioned it, I think credit to the organizers as well. It's a lovely atmosphere. It's a rare occasion that school rugby games are played under lights. So kudos to the organizing committee. They've done well. It's a traditional encounter. Good atmosphere.
Here comes DS once again. The big prop forwards trying to get that advantage over Mahanama. Through the blind side, Gavin Pereira once again. I think Gavin Pereira would have made the most amount of carries for DS Senanayake this evening in this encounter.
Well, I don't want to be overcritical here, Inshaf, but I think he could do a lot more with that kind of a physique. But if you look at Hemasuri, I think he's doing a better job. He's not that big a build like his keeper, but he's been mobile. He's been through all of the action.
I think both Hemasuri and Gavin Pereira should be representing the Colombo combined schools when it comes to national selections, and that ball is turned over. Here comes another attacking opportunity.
The ball is hacked forward. Mahanama College player kicks it, but kicks it in the wrong direction. So Basnayaka is able to recover. Passes out to his teammate who comes back to help him out. And the DS forwards are there in numbers to help their team recover. Puts in a chip kick. Collected by the Mahanama player. Evades the first tackle. Is running across. Needs to pass. Doesn't.
That was clearly a dangerous infringement. I think that should be a yellow card offense if I'm not wrong. That was a high tackle on the Mahanama captain. I think if we could work our way before this break, Mahanama had the perfect opportunity to score that try in this encounter, but unfortunately the center player for Mahanama kicked that ball in the wrong direction.
Story of the game so far for Mahanama College again, and the DS player number 5, that's Siddiq. He had a good game, but unfortunately not the best of tackles made there, so he'll have to sit out this game for 10 minutes.
So will this numerical advantage give a chance to Mahanama to cross over and score at least one try? But now with the last 20 minutes of the game, they have to take a kick. That's a surprising move there by Mahanama.
Well, Madhushankar has been doing all the kicking so far. All the points of Mahanama College has come through the boot of Madhushankar. Credit to him. He's not having all the kicks he made was not the easiest of attempts, but he's managed to pile up 9 points. Madhushankar with another attempt. Drifts wide. Mahanama College players.
So DS now looking to counter attack with this move, with using their quicker and a nice pass, but referee calls it a forward pass there. I thought the decision that Mahanama took there was not the correct one. With one man down, they should have kicked it to the corner and at least try to give some attack to the DS defense. So Mahanama with the feeding to this try. So they need to get this scrum right. Referee calls it for a reset.
So coming back to that decision, Nilan, I think you are right. A man down. Mahanama should have at least tried to go for the try rather than the 3 points. Miss it out altogether in the end. Senanayake, good pressure by the DS forwards. I think the referee will call for a reset. Scrum wasn't stable.
And for Mahanama, they haven't got their set pieces correct, I think. You can see this scrum too, they were backpedaling all the way. So they need to get quick ball out of the scrum because DS will come strong with their forwards. So at least one try for the spectators for Mahanama. So if they can do it with one man down with DS, that will be a good ending for this game. With 30 points gap, at least a try would do for Mahanama.
Well, if they want to do it, now's the chance. But no, it goes the other way around. Referee penalizes Mahanama College. Senanayake College take the quick tap. And they gain quite a few yards there. Still going, they retain possession. Gavin Pereira sends it wide to Hemasuri. Not the best of passes from him. Still the ball is available. Senanayake College retain possession. Once again, Hemasuri to the thick of things. Takes it into contact. Gavin Pereira now at walking pace. Mahanama College retain possession, but unfortunately they knock it forward. I think Dabare was not expecting that ball to be thrown at him, but Senanayake recover position. Brilliantly done by the Senanayake player. It's true, but there's a Mahanama player coming. Brilliant defense by the Mahanama player, but still Senanayake, they keep play alive. They have position within them. Mahanama defense in 6s and 7s. They need to regroup. Senanayake trying to power their way through from close range, and I think they've crossed the line. Yes, they have. Another try for Senanayake. Mahanama College just didn't have any answers for that. Even when they dropped the ball forward, they were just they thought the play was dead, but credit to the referee and credit to the DS players, they kept play going and score another try.
I think this is a blend of rugby that all the spectators here are looking for. Free, fast-moving rugby using the forwards. I think the forwards, I think initially it was number 22 for Senanayake College. With that breakthrough, that was Shimmer who broke through the left corner flag and later sent the ball out wide after recycling. As number 8 for the Senanayake kicks this one through. So Senanayake reached that 40-point mark. Are we heading towards the 50th point, Hisham?
Well, the way things are going, why not? Senanayake will favour themselves to eclipse that 50-point mark. And on a night like this, why not? The traditional encounter between in your school. And I'm sure Gavin Pereira would be rooting his players to do that.
Just a small stat about Gavin Pereira. I think before we interviewed him for the Singer Schools Rugby League, he mentioned that he's a 5th-year player for Senanayake College, which means he's been winning this encounter for four years over the past few years. So this will be his 5th. What a way to finish his career in DS Rugby, Hisham.
Yes, I saw that in the preview as well in Shaf. And yes, I agree with you. And this time under his captaincy, so obviously any captain would want a bigger score and against your traditional rivals. Why not? Mahanama with a penalty.
Last 10 minutes of the game, I think Mahanama could have tried their luck sending that ball out to their line out in that earlier penalty go without kicking the ball through. They could have tried to milk some points out of that opportunity. Looks like they're going once again to the post. It's a 44-meter penalty coming from Mahanama College. I think they clearly are not interested in that 5 points. Hisham.
Well, it's an even difficult kick than his previous attempt. I mean, I have no clue of what the game plan here is for Mahanama. The game is lost. They need to get a try. Maybe they want some respectability on the scoreboard, but still, with the DS player still out, I think they should have at least made an attempt. Kick it to touch. Try to suck in the Mahanama defense and send it out wide. They have the runners, they've shown it. It's just that they have not got their passes right. It's Madhushankar with the kick. Doesn't find the direction nor the power as DS Senanayake break through. Here they come, breaking through the Mahanama defensive ranks. They sit it up.
This is dangerous for Mahanama. I think, Sham, whatever said and done, I think Mahanama have done one thing right. That's getting their tackles correct. I think they've given all their heart, all their wit, all their energy and tackled those DS players. I think we've seen DS players try to barge forward, but every time you see that, that'll be a Mahanama player giving his 100% onto that tackle.
Well, I think where Mahanama has found it difficult is, I think Mahanama College has tried to execute this rush defense throughout the game from the kickoff. But what made them lose the plot is that they rush in defense, but sometimes they just miss the tackle, and that paves way for DS Senanayake College to make inroads through the Mahanama defense. Mahanama College once again retained position. The DS player opted for a chip kick, collected well by the Mahanama player. They set it up. That was a late tackle by the DS Senanayake player, and I think the referee didn't see that.
I think the referee let that go. Was that the right decision for Mahanama to make when he had position on his side? They could have gained a few more meters, but decision making has cost Mahanama this game to a certain extent, mind you, in addition to that physical advantage as well. So referee stops the clock as he attends to that injury. Speaking of the two schools, they've come a long way since their inception. They came together to play incidentally the big match, the cricket big match, as well as the rugby big match 10-11 years back, and since then they've been keeping that. Just a small reminder on all the photographs and the videos that are published on ThePapare.com and the ThePapare.com Facebook page are available for purchase at reasonable rates. For more info, email info@thepapare.com or call our hotline 0777 077 and all those videos and pictures could be yours for memories. That's our content setting department. Coming back to that topic, I think they should continue this tradition forward, Hisham, if I'm not wrong. That keeps those two schools, their brotherhood intact. I think the cricket, we saw that in the cricket encounter, as well as now we see numbers of fans coming in from both DS and Mahanama.
Yes, Ijaf, and I think organizing this game in this fashion, having it under lights, creating a good atmosphere, I think it's good for the sport as well. I think other players will take up the sport in both schools, which is good for the country in general. So kudos to both organizing committees from both schools.
DS once again with position. They try to go on the blind side. Still have numbers. Forward pass, says the referee.
I think Gavin Pereira will be rooting for himself to score a try to sign off his first 15 career in fine style. Mind you, playing 5 years in first 15 colours is no easy task, regardless of what school you play for. And it's a rare feat by players.
I don't know. I don't think many players make it to the 5th year. I think with this competitive structure in the schools rugby league, I think we have the most competitive schools rugby league here in Sri Lanka, and I don't think any player sees through to 5 years. And if you do so, you're one hell of a player, Hisham.
Talking about one hell of a player, it reminds me of Kushan Indunil. Started off in his junior days. As a player alone, he won around 3 league titles.
Opportunity for Mahanama. This is dangerous play, but foxed in defense, and looks like a high tackle. Referee has his flag up. He wants to go to his assistant referee for a referral. Yes, it is a high tackle. It is a high tackle by the number 8 of DS Senanayake College, that is Hema City. So Mahanama once again getting another golden opportunity to get themselves to attacking territory.
Well, that didn't look like an accidental tackle. That looked reckless. So I'm surprised the referee didn't show the yellow card for the DS Senanayake players, because previously too he showed yellow for the players. So that's where consistency comes into play. But anyway, coming back into the game, DS Senanayake 2 now will have all of their 15 players in the field. Mahanama up for a 3-man line out, but DS Senanayake managed to steal it. The ball is sent out wide. Their number 6 tries to rumble his way through, but Madhushankar does well to halt him in his tracks. Seems like Mahanama have turned over possession, but no, not legally. The referee says not releasing the player. So a penalty to DS Senanayake. Just under 5 minutes remaining. DS Senanayake lead 46 points to 9. Surely they'll be trying to get the 50 mark here against their traditional rivals.
4 minutes to go, and I think DS are playing for glory here. They'll want to score as many more tries as they can. They need to send the ball out right. They need to work their wing 3 quarters if they want to do so. That's how most of the teams work their way. We've seen many teams, even the Blues against the British and Irish Lions, that they work their line, and that was their keys to success. That looks a clear forward pass. Cardinal error. That
well, had that DS player been a yard forward, it'd still be a forward pass. I think that's how much forward that pass was.
As we near completion of this encounter, Hisham, your pick for the man of the match?
I think Gavin Pereira has been through a thick of things. He's led his troops well. Whereas Mahanama's captain Madhava Pereira has been missing in action for me. But for me, number 8 Hemasuri has been the standout player, simply by the fact he scored he scored a hat-trick of tries. He took over this conversion. He's been excellent in his support play. Wherever the ball has been, he's been there, the first to support. So for me, I don't see any other player than the number 8 of DS Senanayake Hemasuri being tagged as the man of the match.
I think we saw a good passages of play from Indra Samaravikram, their flanker, and also not forgetting Gavin Pereira, the captain. But I think the player who stood out for DS Senanayake College, scoring those 3 tries and kicking a few of them, so that was Hema City. So the ThePapare is man of the match for this 11th battle of goals. Is Hema City, as that's a foot race. Will DS get the other try? They make a fumble, but they retain the ball, but chance gone, begging for DS Senanayake College once again. That was a golden opportunity to score and get that 50 points.
Mahanama College now with the opportunity to get out of jail. It's not been the best of days for them. Certainly, throughout the game they've been second best. As the referee blows the full-time whistle.
And that is full-time here at the 11th Battle of the Blue, Battle of the Goals. DS Senanayake College winning this encounter 46 points to 9. Is it? Yes. 46 points to 9. And it looks like DS Senanayake College will retain this title for the 8th consecutive year. So well played for DS Senanayake College. 46 points to 3, 46 points to 9, 46 points to 9. There was no way Mahanama could come back into this game. They stood out against Mahanama, and the effort was well played. Nilhan.
Yeah, DS retaining the title for the 8th consecutive year, and throughout the game they dominated territory position, and their pack played a immense game. And so the 11th battle of the goals, DS Senanayake winning it 46 points to 9 from Havelock Park, and
there you go, the confirmation of the full-time whistle. DS Senanayake College 46, Mahanama College 9. It was a good game for DS Senanayake College. They dominated play. They utilized all their efforts, and it was their forwards who played a pivotal role in getting those important points. Nilhan.
Yeah, their forwards played, and their backs also came into the game pretty well. In the season, we did see their backs doing some good yards, and here we go to the breakdown. DS Senanayake 46 points to Mahanama 9. DS scoring 8 tries. 3 of them were converted by Dinusha Hemasiri, and for Mahanama it was 3 penalties which Madhushanka kicked. So at halftime it was 27 to 9 in favor of DS. So the PAPARE player of the match, inch of Dinusha Hemasiri.
Hemasiri, in fact, if you take that 46 points, 21 points were scored by Dinusha Hemasiri. So that's almost half of those points. So DS Senanayake College, Dinusha Hemasiri of DS Senanayake College clearly deserved the player of the match title. So that's it from there. But are there any positives Mahanama could take from this encounter, being the 11th battle of the goals?
Positives is their players will gain some experience playing with this A division side DS. So that's all. They didn't go through their game plan. So 46 points to 9, and that's a wrap from Havelock Park. Until next time, this is Nilhan Pereira with Inchaf and Hisham Hamid with the technical crew signing off ThePapare.com. Catch us with your exclusive coverage next time. It's over and out from Havelock Park. Good evening.